difficult times, like, depending on how you use them, can really, like, blast you into something much greater. Yeah. And I feel like every difficult point in my life has definitely pushed me forward with my walk with God and in my walk with God and, like, getting through things. Because those difficult times, I use them to, instead of, like, letting me go back, I use them to push me forward in my faith. Because, God, I can't do this without you. And, like, if we're going to move forward, I need you. And I need you more now than I did before, because now I'm really struggling and things are really hard. But if I can use this situation and what the enemy used for evil, if I can use that, like, to help me go closer to you, then you're going to use it for good. It was like April of 2010. I mean, it was like, I'm feeling sick. Like, I think I have the flu. I feel like I have the flu, and feeling like that for, like, a few months, and then having a lot of pain in my back and not knowing what was going on. But remember getting to Easter of 2010 and feeling like I can barely walk, like, a few steps without feeling like I'm physically exhausted. Yeah. And my mom's like, well, we should take you to the doctor before you go back to school, because I was on break since it was Easter. I had a couple of days off. And so then she decided that we were going to go to the doctor, and then they ran tests, and they were like, wow, there's something really wrong with you. Like, you're not healthy. There's the results are like, yeah. So they sent me to, without even really telling me anything, because he was a primary doctor, he couldn't really give me more information, but they ended up sending me to, like, a cancer care center in San Antonio, which was, like, an hour away. And I was like, cancer care center? Like, why am I going to a cancer care center? And I think that was, like, the biggest, like, and I was, I sensed something was wrong. I just didn't know how, like, how wrong
on the scale. Like, I was flu, that's where I was.
I thought, like, stay home for a few weeks.
R&R.
God, you're all I have. You're all, like, everything I have right now it's really in your hands. Like, I can't control this illness, and I can't control what comes next. I can't control the outcome of the situation, God, but you're in control. And you told me that, like, by your stripes I am healed, Jesus, and really holding on to, like, his word, like, the things Jesus has in his word, and believing, like, you are going to take care of me, and I will not die of this. Like, having the faith to, like, this is not how my story ends. And I think there were really rough times. I mean, it was an emotional roller coaster, like, knowing that even though, like, my feelings felt like I was crashing and, like, potentially, like, feeling like, I don't know, and maybe I'm dying, but there was a sense, like, my emotions were up and down, but there was something inside me that was like, this is not it. Yeah, this is not it. Like, you may feel like it's it, but it's definitely not it. God is taking care of you. God is healing you in this process. And honestly, I think the hardest time for me was in 2012 when I actually had the bone marrow transplant. I was, like, in the hospital and had, like, 6 days of intense chemo, which was really rough. And then I started losing my hair, which, as a girl, like, losing your hair, that is, like, I don't even know. Like, that was just really hard to, like, see, like, pieces of hair falling on. Just reminding myself, God is faithful. God is faithful, and the work he started in you, he will complete, and it's not over, and this is the beginning, and things will get better. And just having that, like, in my mind. And I journaled a lot during that time, so even going through my, like, reading my journals, you could see the like, God, today is so hard. And, like, during those entries, they're like, sometimes it would be like, I just can't do this. Like, I feel so sick. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to make it through the night. And then being, like, in the same entry at the end, and being like, you're in control. You have you have me in my life, and your will be done in my life. So even if I don't feel it, like, it's happening. Mm-hmm. So it's really interesting to see, like, the emotional part, but then this stability, like feeling like he was just gripping me. Like, so even though I felt like,
and that must be, like, the only stability you had. Like, you lost school.
Yeah.
Like, your family can't be there all the time. Mm-hmm. And your whole life plan just got totally derailed. Like,
I mean,
total dependency.
I only made it through, like, I kept having to miss school because semesters were, I had to take care of my relationship with God. Like, understanding, like, well, as long as I have God in my life,
that's huge. That's gonna be, like, a huge asset.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like, I, like, built this, like,
you're gonna be, like, such a solid stone for your family someday. Like, that's gonna be, like, impenetrable.
I I'm so glad for that time because I can see like what has come of it. You know, I'm like, you would think that the time, this horrible time, and this trying time of my life, that it would actually bring like bad things, but actually see the contrary. Like, man, God, what this enemy used for bad, even like to hurt me, to kill me, like you shifted it, and you brought so many amazing things into my life, so many lessons. My relationship with him really blossomed at that time, especially like after. I mean, I feel like I just grew so much in that time, and then my relationship with him like just blossomed more than it ever had during that time, after that time, and I'm like, God, if this is like, I don't know, I have this sense because like sometimes we go through rough things in life, right? And we face like really difficult things, but like I've noticed that even the times that I'm most broken and most hurting, like I can sense that he is close. And like he's close to the brokenhearted, and he saves those who are crushed in spirit. And I've seen that like time and time again in my life. So I'm like, when I'm like most broken, I'm like more grateful because I'm like, God, you're so close. Like I feel so loved right now. So even though
I'm like sitting in my pool of tears,
so then even though like
2020 has happened, but I feel really loved.
I feel
that's great though.
I feel so loved because even though like I don't want